Hello, my name is Jupiter Hadley, and today we're doing another version of Jupi Plays All the Games, this time with the ProcJam 2018. The ProcJam is a procedural generation jam that challenges developers to make something that makes something. Basically, you're just meant to make something that has to do with generative software. It can be a game, it can be art, it can be music, it can be wallpapers, it can be whatever. And then you submit your work. There's no actual ending deadline, however, on October 19th to October 29th was when the actual jam took place. There was also a bunch of talks and resources released, there was some asset packs released, some tutorials released, and more and more and more. ProcJam's a really amazing jam, and if you want to help promote it, you should check out the jam page and take a look for next year's ProcJam. I'm playing all of the things that were entered. We're checking them out for about a minute each, 10 per video. Links to the individual projects will be in the description, so you can check them out. At the end, I'll probably have an article of my favorites up on Big Boss Battle, which you can see when that comes around. Thank you very much for watching and liking and commenting and subscribing. If you want to support what I do, consider checking out the links in the bottom of the description to my social media platforms and Patreon. Next. We're playing, we're checking out procedurally generated firearms. So we can right-click to shoot projectiles. P to generate just a new firearm. And then we can adjust sliders as well as damage and radius and stuff of these mini cricket. Right. So what if we want speed to be way better? Goes off at any angle though. It's much lower rate of fire. It's interesting that it not only generates the gun, but also, stuff about the projectile. Or is it just generating stuff? It is just generating the name and stuff about the projectile. I figured it would also generate the look. It's still very neat. This would be a good tool if you want a game with lots of different weapons. Lots of different shooting patterns and stuff. Next. We're playing Nightly Landscape, so this generates this bit of art, and you can hit space to generate a new one, and it looks kind of like a cityscape, a city that sort of goes into a town, and we've got a bit of water, this little island in the middle. Ooh, this one's only got a little bit of actual town. It's mainly land and environment. These are quite cute. They're very small, and they're pixel art, and they don't have a whole lot of detail to them, but that's fine. It makes it look really nice. And I like the stars in the sky and how much sky there is compared to the small town and the small environment below it. Oh, this is no houses at all, just land. This is pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. Next. I'm playing Infinite Crimes. I started up the game and then it said some of the textures don't load in web player. And I thought, oh no, some stuff doesn't load. I'll download it, but there is nothing for me to download. How do I steal? I'm unsure how to steal, but I want to do it. Okay. So, they seem to really be trying to stop me, despite I've done literally nothing yet. What does it say? Big shot, please stop robbing us. I mean, I don't know what to push to rob you, which is the issue. I'd really like to rob. I want to do Infinite Crimes. Oh, there we go. We've robbed a thing. So do we have to go over it when it's completely lit up? Yeah. Just walking over stuff. I see what they mean by some of the textures didn't load. Stop trying to catch me. We don't seem to actually get deterred by these police officers, and they also can't get us when we're up here, which is where stuff spawns. So they're not the best at their job, I wouldn't think. Next. We're checking out Slime's field. I'm liking this graphic style. I feel like we're gonna get to kill some slimes. Let's go this way. I like the sound of a sword. So we can regenerate a new level by refreshing. We have to find, here's some slimes. I'm gonna hit you with my sword. Come here, little slimer. Well, they've got good sound effects too. I don't think we can actually kill them. It just says swat at them with my sword. So, and to explore. It's a very good start. I like the little bits of color inside the slime. They're not just pink. They have bits of everything in them. They almost look like bubblegum monsters, though. Next. We're checking out Procedural Music Generator. Tap, press the button to begin. I don't know, I'm not very good at this. I feel like I'm too soon. But I don't know, I feel like I've not got one right yet. Am I only supposed to tap? I feel like I'm only meant to tap when the Godot logo hits the bottom, which I didn't realize. Yeah, so I was tapping whenever anything hit the bottom, but those are just supposed to be pauses. Alright. We have a positive score. This is good. Okay, so I understand the noises that, like, the Godot thing makes. That's what I'm meant to be. Okay. It's an interesting game. Just took me a minute to get. Next. We're checking out Crystal Creator. So this generates a crystal, and then you can kind of move around it, get close to it. This crystal's like got a bunch of caverns in it. Ooh, I think I went into it. So I'm gonna hit R. Oh, because it's like a bunch of like little shard bits together. If you hit R and then you wait a second, it'll generate a whole new crystal. They all seem to be the same color. However, like little shards are a bit different. And it kind of freezes up for a second while it thinks. It's a really neat thing just floating in outer space. I don't know. Just exploring inside a crystal. How interesting. Next. We're checking out DigitalGarden. So these sort of make plants out of what looks like wires. And you can watch them be built. This is really quite nice. Just to look at. Oh, that one like very slowly generated those tips. How wonderful. This is really pretty cool. Just look like little bushes made out of wires. Next. We're playing Star System Generator. We're checking out, I should say. Change time scale. Display orbit, what we can know. I kind of like it with the orbit. I like it without the names. Mouse wheel to zoom in. Let's zoom in. Click a planet for information. Alright, so this is iJob. This object has 4 satellites. Its radius of 4. It's dashing through space at the speed of that. It's orbiting the distance. Okay, note these values are completely arbitrary and don't mean anything. Good to know. I like the names of these. So this generates quite a bit of information. Wow, those planets are so close their moons might hit. That's scary. It generates quite a bit of information. And you can click on these little satellites as well and learn about them. It's really nice. It's very simple in like the way that it looks, but there's a lot of information here. What if we like time scale it up to like 50? Will they move really fast or something? Yeah, look at that. Next. We're checking out Andromeadow. So basically I downloaded Castle, which is what was linked there, and it's a launcher, it seems, which has a bunch of different stuff in it, but this is what was entered into the jam. So it's an automatic painting experience. This is beautiful. Like, this is an amazing, like, screensaver-esque thing. Wow. And then you can just easily share it. Or you can reset it for a different experience. Wow. It's just really beautiful. Next. We're checking out Musixbox. There we go. So it's quite interesting to watch, that sort of cube going around what looks to me like a planet. It wiggles a ton for something making this much noise. But I really like the music. I sort of wish the colors it was cycling through were brighter, just like a different palette maybe. But sometimes the darker background really makes the planet's light shine. I'm calling it a planet. It might just be an orb, who knows. Next.